I think it's on recording right now.
So,
Anyway.
but you'll have a little video out of it?
Yeah. I can now ask you something, you'll tell me, and it'll be recorded.
Oh, you should have had it on before.
It doesn't matter. We'll talk again.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to tell about everything, because
Yeah.
then you'll have a record of it.
And I wanted to ask you another thing.
Like what?
Like, you remember that you told me that you were doing this accounting for this store.
Oh.
You remember that you told me about that?
Yeah.
What was this store? What were they selling?
It was one of my very, very good friends, Edith, had, it was a store that had kitchen stuff, dinnerwares,
Okay.
all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of home tools, home stuff.
Home equipment and
Home
stuff.
equipment.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no toasters or anything, no electronic stuff.
No, I know, no electronic.
Just, yeah. And she, when Jack passed out, she called me, and because she was such a good friend, she wanted me to have something to do. So she came and said, "Honey, I need you. My desk is piled high. Could you come and help clear off my desk?"
Okay.
So I said, okay. So I came, and I cleared off her desk for about 10 years, you know. Then I learned how to do bookkeeping,
Okay.
and I did the bookkeeping for her.
Because you have the head for math.
Yeah. So, and we were such good, and we used to listen to opera while we were in the office together.
While in the office. Listen to music
Yeah,
in the office.
Her father was a wonderful basso.
Okay, I know
Had a
that.
gorgeous, gorgeous voice. So she knew opera very well. So, and I was, the music, no matter what kind of music.
Yeah, you were
So
into music.
being in the office together, we'd put on the radio, we'd listen to opera, we'd listen to symphonies, and it was a good job.
And when did you start teaching music? In the music school?
Oh, that was in the early 60s, I think. I didn't teach. I had a music school.
It was yours.
It was mine.
How did you came about
No.
to open it?
I was very close to the organist at this church.
Okay.
And I talked and I said, I told him, I would sure love to have a music school. It was in the area where the poor people. And I'd like to have a music school for the kids, to give them something to do aside of smoking pot. And
In Washington.
in Washington, it was right in Washington.
Early 60s. Early 60s.
D.C., yeah.
Early 60s. The time was early 60s?
Oh, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. And he said, "Why don't you do it here in the church?" So I had the run of the place. So I could use all the rooms, all the teaching rooms and stuff. And there was a big meeting room. And there was the kitchen and the whole thing. So I started out with just a summer program. And then pretty soon I had 6, 7, 8 teachers. And I was teaching voice, all instruments, piano, violin. And I had with the Suzuki violin, I had a teacher teaching the Suzuki method.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, it was fine.
But you had to pay all these people. What with? Did you have all that
Oh,
cash?
The endowment for the arts is a commission in Washington, and I wrote proposals to them to endow us with money.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I got money to start,
Okay.
and that's the money I used to pay the teachers. And then the children were free. I mean, if they couldn't pay, they couldn't pay. But the people who could pay would pay for their lessons.
Oh. So anyone paid as much as he could?
Well, the cost of the lessons were less than if they would go someplace else, because it was it was the inner city, and not everybody had a lot of money.
Yes, but then you didn't have to pay the salaries, and you didn't have to pay for the place because it was the church. And
I didn't have to pay for the place, but I paid for the salaries of the teachers.
You did, but you
sure.
Yes, but you said you got this allowance from the government.
That's what I paid them with. What the endowment gave me.
Endowment.
Yeah, gave me. They did very well. And I paid them, the teachers, a good salary. At that time, $10 an hour was a student or whatever.
Wow.
And I had
$10 is not bad, not so bad today as well.
No, and I had a lot of people help out. The man who tuned the pianos did it for nothing.
Okay.
And things like that helped. And my friend who I used to work for gave me a filing cabinet. And I got things from all over the place.
But how did you convince the kids to come over? I mean, kids, they...
To come, yeah.
Was it so lovely there?
I had a summer session. Oh, there was also a boys' club in the church. They had a big gym, and there was a boys' club.
So...
And the director that ran the boys' club, I talked with him.
So he'll bring them all over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell them to come, and if they like, they can take an instrument. And
how long did you practice that school?
Oh, gee, man, I don't remember. Isn't it?
Oh, you don't have to remember exactly, but it was like in years.
Well, I had it
for about
6, 7 years.
6, 7 years. All right. So you had it right until...
Gee, I look terrible.
No, you look wonderful.
My hair is so...
You're a beautiful lady with a
why
beautiful
I love you.
hair. And what else? So you probably had it right until Sue graduated from high school, something like that.
Yeah. She was I think she was in college by then. I'm not sure. I don't know. I never think of dates.
Okay, but you think of occasions.
Yeah, of
so
occasions.
you can.
Well, that helps.
You can maybe remember if you were still practicing it after she finished high school or her first year in college or whatever, or until she was still living at home, maybe.
So, did I still have the school when you were in college?
I think so. Not maybe. Yes. You had the school until we moved here.
Yeah, I know.
Until what? Until...
Oh,
01.
yeah, she had the school.
Until you moved to Florida.
She still had the school when we moved here.
But
she had to give up the school to move here.
What?
That was when Jennifer was born.
She had the school for a long time.
Yeah, long time.
Okay.
I don't remember time.
You gave up the school when you moved
That's
here.
right. That's right.
You moved here in 79.
And did
Because Jennifer was born in 78.
That's right.
did you ever teach yourself or just manage the school?
I took a class every once in a while, a student, not a class. I would take a student if the teacher was sick, or if there's something happened that the teacher.
She taught herself how to run the school.
But
You were
otherwise,
saying?
I didn't teach.
And did you ever teach the viola or violin at the school, or did you just administrate?
I was just telling Yoni that I did not teach at the school, except if something happened with a teacher, and I would have to take over a student who was there. But that
Okay.
was very rare.
She did take
Maybe
teachers
two
in
times.
house.
Okay. Let's see how it came out. Yeah.